In a quaint little house on a peaceful street lived a couple named Theong and Van. They had been married for a few months, and while they deeply cared for each other, their relationship was marked by Theong's cold demeanor. He was cold and distant husband, had lost his warmth, leaving Van feeling lonely and unloved. Van was a loving and caring wife, always trying her best to make Theong happy, but she often felt distant from him. One sunny morning, Van woke up early to prepare a delicious lunch for her husband. She made his favorite sandwich, added some fruits, and even included a handwritten note expressing her love. With a smile on her face, she packed the lunch in a neat box and placed it on the kitchen counter, ready for Theon to take to work. Van sat at kitchen table. She gazed at the lunchbox she has packed for her husband. After a while, Theon came downstairs ready to go to office. Van gladly approached him with the lunchbox that she prepared. Theon, I prepared this lunch for you. Please have it on time. Okay, I'll see, but I need to go now. I'm already late. Okay, take care. You too. Theon nodded while taking the lunchbox and then went from there. Van looked at his disappearing figure and then went to wash the dishes. Van was getting bored alone at home. Suddenly, an idea popped up in her mind to surprise visit Theon. She got ready and then made her way to his workplace. As Van approached Theon's office, she caught a glimpse of him through the window. Her heart swelled with happiness, but then she froze as she witnessed him casually throwing away the lunch she had put so much effort into. Hurt and tears welled up in her eyes as she silently retreated, feeling mix of anger and sadness. That evening, when Theon returned home, he got dressed up and then went downstairs. He found Van lost in her thoughts, sitting on the couch. He sensed her distance and decided to ask her if something was wrong. Van, is everything alright? He asked, his voice still distant. Van hesitated for a moment, but then she decided to speak her heart. I saw you throwing away the lunch I made for you today, she said softly, trying not to sound confrontational. Theong looked surprised for a moment, then his expression turned impassive. It's not a big deal, Van. I was not hungry, he replied, trying to wrest it off. But I made it with so much love, Theong. I just wanted to do something nice for you, Van said, trying to hold back her tears. Theong sighed, seemingly frustrated. I appreciate your efforts, but you don't need to go through all this trouble. I'm fine taking care of myself, he stated, sounding distant. Feeling a mix of sadness and frustration, Van couldn't help but express her true feelings. Theong, sometimes I feel like you don't let me in. We are partners and I want to take care of you. Why won't you let me? Theong's stoic expression softened a bit. He looked into her eyes. It's not that I don't want your care, Van. I'm just used to doing things on my own. It's not easy for me to open up. Van took a deep breath, understanding that her husband had his own struggles. I get it, Theong, but we are in this together. Let's try to be more open and communicative with each other, okay? Alright, I'll try. It's just not easy for me to change, but I'll try to be more open with you. He said with a nod. That's okay, I'm here for you. No matter what, we'll figure it out together. She is giving her best to this marriage. I think I should also try to change myself and give a chance to this marriage. Theong was returning home after finishing his work. He was going through the market area. A bakery shop got his attention. I think I should buy some cakes for Vian. She always do so much for me. Now it's time to do something for her, Theong said to himself. Theong reached home. The door click sound caught Van's attention. She was busy in preparing dinner. As soon as she heard door sound, she looked up to see who it was, only to find Theong. A bright smile appeared on her face. Theong entered in the kitchen. He flashed a gentle smile towards her. You are home? Yes. I have prepared dinner. You go get fresh, then I'll arrange the plates. Okay. Here, take this. I have bought something for you. Hope you like it. Theong said, While extending a bag of cake towards her with confused expressions, she took the bag. After opening it up, she got to know that it was cake. Oh wow, cake! She got so excited that she instantly wrapped her arms around Taeyong's neck and hugged him tightly out of excitement. He was taken aback by her sudden hug. He slightly smiled at her cute nature and was just going to hug her back, but till then she realized what she was doing. So she quickly broke the hug and looked down in embarrassment. Taeyong thought to get over this awkwardness. So, do you like cakes that much? He asked teasingly. Yes, she said while looking down. Taeyong was smiling slightly at her cuteness. Then I'll bring more often for you. As soon as Van heard this, she looked up at him, who was smiling at her. His next move taken her aback. He teasingly touched her nose and then went from there. She looked at his disappearing figure. What happened to him today? He is acting all different. If this is how he is gonna change himself, then I'll be the happiest person ever. After having dinner, Van took the cake from fridge and then made her way towards the living room, where Theong was sitting on the couch watching some drama on television. Let's have some cakes, Theong. Okay, come. Van went and sat on the floor and put the cake on table. Theong looked down towards Van. He was on the couch and she was sitting down on the floor. Her neck caught his attention. He got butterflies. He tried to neglect the thought, but her nape was doing something to him. The urge of kissing her raced in his mind. Van was unknown of this. She took cake in a spoon and then forwarded it towards Theong to eat. But as soon as she brought spoon near his mouth, he captivated her mouth and gave her a light peck. She was taken aback by this move. Her eyes widened and cheeks got red. Theong smiled looking at her. She nervously started eating the cake. As soon as she had a bite, her eyes brimming with excitement. Whoa, this cake is fucking tasty. Did you just curse, Fan? I thought you were innocent, teasingly. Ah, no, I mean, yes, I'm innocent. It just slipped out of from mouth, nervously. Oh, is that so? Yep. Here, you too have some. Van again brought a spoonful of cake near his mouth. This time he ate the cake with a slight smile. Theong was admiring Van's cuteness while she was having cake like kids. Over the next few weeks, Theong began opening up to Van, sharing the pressures and challenges he faced at work. As they talked more, Van discovered that Theong's distant behavior was not intentional. He had been dealing with stress, insecurities, and felt overwhelmed. Determined to support her husband, Van started leaving encouraging notes with his lunches. She made sure to give him space when he needed it, but also offered a comforting presence when he sought it. Slowly, Theong's walls began to crumble and their connection grew stronger. One day, Van made Theong's favorite meal again, and this time he couldn't help but smile at the sight of lunchbox. Later at night, when he returned home, he directly made his way to Van in the kitchen. He went towards her, took her hands in his. Thank you, Van. I really appreciate all the love you put into making these lunches. He said, genuinely grateful. Van smiled back. I'll always be here for you, Theong, no matter what. We are in this together, but I just want you to appreciate the love and care that goes into making things I do for you, she said softly, her voice filled with vulnerability. Theong nodded, his grip tightening on her hand. I promise to do better, Van. I know I might seem cold at times, but please know that I do love and appreciate you. I'll make it up to you, starting with a special homemade dinner tonight, he said, a small smile tugging at the corner of his lips. Van couldn't help but smile back, her heart swelling with love for her husband. In that moment, she realized that even the coldest hearts have the capacity to thaw when faced with genuine love and understanding. And so, as the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Theong and Van's love blossomed anew. Their lunches became a symbol of their growing bond, reminding them both of the strength they found in each other's embrace. And from that day forward, they faced life's challenges hand in hand, knowing that their love could conquer anything that came their way.